My name is Alan Cordell. I've been a librarian here at PCC for about 19 years, and I have an immigration story from the perspective of being the husband of a new immigrant. And the thing that has opened my eyes since his immigration to the United States from Mexico is that things that I always knew were happening just by hearing anecdotes and reading stories in newspapers and magazines, I'm now actually seeing happen on a fairly regular basis. And some of them I would say are not intended to be hurtful or racist in any way, but it shows kind of the subtle assumptions that people make sometimes when they meet Mexicans or people from other cultures. And just for example, one of the things that happened is I noticed him being followed in a store by security. And then when I walked over to talk to him, then suddenly it wasn't, he was no longer of interest to the security guard. And I didn't know whether to respond to that or what to do, but he and I both noticed that. When we live nearby Sylvania, and one time Danny was in the yard sweeping, and a new neighbor, new to us because we're new to the neighborhood, came by and asked him if he was working for us, for the house, for the neighbors that he didn't know. And Danny had to say, "No, I'm the owner of the house." And another example is just a simple thing where we're shopping together at Home Depot, and I go off to get something in one area, and I come back and find Danny talking to a man who's offering him work to do some sort of construction job, because he probably resembles other people that the man hires, which I think is nice, that the man wants to employ people who probably can't get jobs the normal route, but at the same time there's a lot of assumptions going on. So I'm starting to see these kinds of things that I've always known about before, but have never actually experienced them, and I can't say I'm experiencing them in the same way that Danny does, but it's troubling to me in some ways, and it makes me wonder what kinds of things I've done in my life where I've made those kinds of assumptions, and I hope that I can be more aware of them in the future and try not to do that, and try to be more welcoming to people from wherever they're coming from. So thank you for listening to my short observations.